Erik Grönwall. Now, look, for those who don't know Erik, he is an outstanding vocalist from Sweden. Now, if you've never heard of him, shame on you. For those who know, you know, and that's why you're here. We have a lot of people out there that do amazing vocal covers of songs we all know. And the list is long and illustrious. And normally on Fridays, I do reactions to Tommy Johansson covers, just the same as when I started my channel, I did Leo Maracchioli covers from Frog Leap Studios because they had such a unique way of doing their cover songs. This is another one of those performers. Erik does all these amazing songs. We could go through this list and just go nuts. Faithfully from Journey, Dream On from Aerosmith, I Will Always Love You by Celine Dion, House of the Rising Sun. There's so many different songs. Today, I think I know which one I want to do. And I think I want to check out two today. Two. Yeah, we're going to watch them back to back. Can't tell you which ones they are now because it's a surprise. Sorta. Just go with it. Are you ready? Okay, the Animals classic, even though it comes before the Animals did it, most people, the version that most people know that you've seen on TV and movies throughout the years is a cover by a band called the Animals. And the song is actually a derivative of an older song. Is there a house in New Orleans called the Rising Sun? No, there is not. Was there? Well, yes and no. In the area where the House of the Rising Sun once stood is now, it's actually just a restaurant, and it was a storefront for a while. They did an archaeological dig in the back of the site, found old clay pots that predate European settlers, which kind of makes you wonder what was there before the founding of New Orleans, because there were indigenous tribes there. But also, there is a well-known story about the Rising Sun Saloon and bar. It was nefarious for being a brothel. It had ties to the Asian heroin trade. The stories go on and on and on. And there's so many stories, I highly recommend you dig into the stories of these because it's very interesting. In fact, the family lineage that actually owned the building when it was originally built, those people still live in the area. They live on the north shore of Lake Pontchartrain in the Covington-Mandeville area. So there was a house called the Rising Sun. Is it what the song represents? We don't really know for sure. But that doesn't really matter because Erik is going to kill this classic song. Are you ready? He's going to do it in a different way, an epic dark version. Okay, settle in. So many people have asked me to do this reaction. Fine. I'm pressing play. Here we go. Anybody else notice that the musical score is faster than what we all know? But Erik's going to sing it epic, dark, and slow? How? Oh, if I press play, we'd find out, huh? My bad.
There is a house in New Orleans they call the Rising Sun, and it's been...
Not the house, by the way. That's something else.
The ruin of many a poor boy, and God, I know I'm one. My mother was a tailor. She sewed my new blue jeans. My father was a gambling man down in New Orleans. Now the only thing a gambler needs is a suitcase and a trunk, and the only time he's satisfied is when he's on a drunk. Tell your children not to do what I have done. Spend your lives in sin and misery in the house of the rising sun.
Okay, for those who don't know the history of this place and this song,
there is a house in New Orleans. They call the rising sun, and it's been the ruin of many a poor boy. And God, I know I'm one. God, I know I'm one.
outstanding. For those who are wondering about the House of the Rising Sun, before it was a song, it was actually a written literary work from a British author, a poet, similar to our Jack Frost here in the United States, but an author from the UK that toured the world. And as he toured the United States many, many times, he would come to New Orleans and he heard these stories about the rising sun. And this literary work then was turned into a musical adaptation that was done by a few artists. And then, of course, then the Animals made it a popular song in the last century. So And the one we all know from TV and movies is the one done by the Animals. Here's the thing. The author who wrote about the House of the Rising Sun, nobody really believes he actually went there, but he had an affinity for opiates back in the 1900s, the early 1900s and late 1800s. It was pretty common because, it wasn't like it is now. But in his searches and his desires and his artistic flair and journey through literary prose, he heard about this place and he wrote about it. And so because of the popularity of both the written work and, of course, the music, everyone wants to know, was there ever a Rising Sun hotel or saloon in New Orleans where you could find opium and heroin and it was a brothel and it was all the dark decadencies, and because you were addicted to the opiates and such, every time you come back to New Orleans, you had to go back to get your fix or go back into the darkness, etc., etc. We really don't know for sure. There's evidence that says yes. There's contradictory evidence that says no, that it was just a literary work that was made up. But at the end of the day, just like everything else in New Orleans, it's a dark, twisted tale that so many people love to tell. And I appreciate Erik doing his version of it, but I'm not done. No, I said that we were going to do multiple. So we've done one song that's a pop culture classic. Now, I want to do one that is one of my favorite songs of all time. And a lot of people don't know this. Growing up in the late 70s, early 80s, I had two male vocalists that were my male versions of Ann Wilson. For those who do not know, my favorite vocalist of all time is Ann Wilson of Heart. She completely blew my mind, just captivated me as a young person, and even now, and I hope Ann is doing well. She is struggling with an illness, and our thoughts and prayers go to her, of course. But, that's, I think, a lot of you, when you guys see me looking at Noor Luhimo or, these different female power vocalists in Europe, and you see me just gravitating towards those bands that feature these amazing vocal women, it's because I grew up an Ann Wilson fan. But one of the reasons why I love Tommy Johansson and Erik Grönwall and all these amazing male vocalists as well is because I had two male vocalists that actually captivated my imagination as a young person too. They were, for storytelling folk purposes, Kenny Loggins. Yes, the Footloose guy. Yeah, but he did some amazing stuff that wasn't Footloose. Or Danger Zone. Those are just the ones everyone thinks of, but go look at his other stuff. It's amazing. He also introduced me to the djembe. It's another story. The other singer that really captivated my brain, and for a lot of people here in the United States in the early 80s, was a guy called Steve Perry. He was the lead singer of a band called Journey at the time, and Journey's still a band, but still, Steve Perry's blasting belting range kind of reminds me of Erik, right? So I want to hear Erik's version of a song. When I saw it on the list, I said, man, I got to check this out. This came out over a year ago, has almost 1 million views, and I'm pretty sure there's a reason why. Here's Erik Grönwall's version of Journey's Faithfully. Already did, Erik, but thanks for offering for me to subscribe.
Highway run into the midnight sun. Wheels go round and round, you're on my mind. Restless hearts sleep alone tonight. Sending all my love along the wire. They say that the road ain't no place to start a family. Right down the line, it's been you and me. Love
everything that American vocalists have that people like Erik don't have. And that's a problem with the English language. Even when Steve Perry sang these songs, Americans have a tendency to be very lazy when they sing the English language. We have a tendency to cut off words for a sense of moodiness, a sense of joie de vivre, a sense of soul, a sense of texture, where we don't pronounce words all the way through in music because we like that. There's something about not finishing words when English singers, American singers sing in English, that when it's someone from Sweden, like a Tommy or an Erik, you can always tell they're like, that guy's not American. Why do you say that? Because he pronounced all the words completely. Everybody knows, going all the way back to the original Steve Perry version, he would cut off the ends of words to kind of give that personal, connective, that texture or the soulfulness, that folk feeling, by not completely pronouncing the entire word exactly correctly. That's an American feature. Yeah, we're the only people that do that. That and, people from Sheffield. That's a malevolence joke. Screw you guys. I love them. All right, let's keep going.
Through space and time, always another show. Wondering where I am, lost without you. Being apart ain't easy on this love affair. Two strangers learn to fall in love again. I get the joy of rediscovering you. Oh, girl, stand by me. I'm forever yours, faithfully.
Pretty good. Don't look away. What's with all the staring? Just, it's almost as bad when I do it. I just made fun of the guitarist for looking away, but yet whenever I talk about these videos, I'm looking at the video instead of at you guys, because I'm looking at the video and I'm talking about the video because it's right there. So I get it, but it's just weird when artists do it for no reason. Okay, so anyway, Erik. We love Erik, and we've been doing a few reactions to Erik's covers, and he does amazing covers. But if you love his covers, you should check out some of the times when he sings Skid Row. By the way, notice I didn't say Skid Row covers. You need to check out more about Erik. I have all of his information description below. Please check out all the stuff he's done. He's had an amazing story, both amazing triumphs, setbacks, adversity, and now he stands triumphantly overcoming all the problems that he's endured through illness, and he's we're amazingly happy that he's feeling much better and that he's creating this amazing music, and all the best to Erik. It's really great to have Erik as a source for me to do these Friday cover reactions because, well, Tommy's been slacking. That's a joke, by the way. I'm making a joke. Tommy's not slacking. In fact, Tommy is so busy with the new Majestic album coming out and they're on tour and stuff, we can't keep expecting him to crank out covers every Friday. It's not fair to Tommy and Chris and, well, everybody. So, when Tommy's not here, we'll be checking with Erik and other amazing cover artists. And the way that we find them that are doing some of our favorite songs in new and exciting ways is for you to tell me in the comments below. Find me on Instagram, find me on Twitch. I'm on Twitch all the time. In fact, where I film all these reactions is live on Twitch in front of a live audience because that's just how we do it. My name is OldSkuleNerd. Thank you so much for coming in. We look forward to seeing you guys next Friday. Will it be a Tommy song? Well, according to Tommy, yes. But you never know. I mean, for all we know, Majestica may be going into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame next Friday and they might be busy. That's another joke. I'm sorry, I can't help myself. But before you go, do me a favor. If you like this video,
and put a like.
Yeah, let me know and share it with other people. And with that, I thank all of you for coming here on Friday, every Friday. Team Tommy is amazing. And I know that Team Tommy is also Team Erik and Team Chris and Team Kim. And you guys have a lot of teams. And that's why I love you guys so much. We'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching, everybody. And if you enjoyed this video, give us a like. It really helps the channel grow. Also, if you want to subscribe, right over there. A big thank you to all my Patreons out there for everything you do. And if you want more content like this, check them out above. Remember, love one another, take care of each other. We're all stuck on this mud ball together. We'll see you later.